Paz Marquez Benitez was born on March 3, 1894 in Lucena, Tayabas, Philippines. Her father was Gregorio and her mother name was Maria Jurado. Both of her parents were teachers, which grew Paz Marquez Benitez respect and admiration for the education profession. At the age of 6, Marquez Benitez began her educational career, and after 3 years, at the age of 9, she was enrolled into high school. She attended the Tayabas High School, now Quezon National High School, where she was praised by her principal for her academic achievements in English. During past time at the normal school in Manila, she, like many other Filipinos during the early 90s, was introduced to American culture. This introduction to American culture began in 1910 at the age of 16, when Marquez Benitez took to basketball and eventually became the team captain. American culture continued to develop around her in 1912 at the age of 18, when she was introduced to and participated in a beauty contest where she was chosen as the Manila Carnival Queen of 1912 and thus graced the cover of the Renacimiento Filipino. 4 years after graduating, Marquez Benitez became a teacher in the English department of her alma mater. While teaching at the University of the Philippines, Marquez Benitez went on to develop and teach a course in short story writing for 35 years until she retired in 1951. Throughout her teaching career, Marquez Benitez had become known as an influential figure to many prominent Filipino writers in the English language such as Francisco Arcellana, Benvenido Santo, Paz La Torina, Loreto Parasolit, Edna Zapanta Manlapas, and Arturo B. Rotor, all of whom were taught by Marquez Benitez at the University of the Philippines. The annually held Marquez Benitez Lectures in the Philippines continue to honor her memory by focusing on contributions on Filipino writers to Philippine literature in the English language. As a professor, Marquez Benitez used her writing course as an opportunity to write her first major short story in 1912 titled Dead Stars, which was published in the Philippine Herald. Dead Stars would later become critically acclaimed within Philippine literature and will be cited as a source of inspiration to many Filipino writers. Though Marquez Benitez was well known for her success with Dead Stars, it would not be her only work, as he would continue to release short stories such as A Night in the Hills and Stepping Stones. Note that Marquez Benitez was awarded the Republic Cultural Heritage in 1961 and the Patnubay ng Sining at Kalinangan Award in 1983 in recognition of her contribution to Philippine literature. One of the most famous literary works of Paz Marquez Benitez is entitled A Night in the Hills, which is revolved the story of Gerardo Luna, a jewelry store salesman in his 30s, has always dreamed to go to the forest, which he regards as a beautiful place. One day, when Ambo, an orchid gatherer who buys some jewelry for his wife's store, tells Gerardo about living in the forest for weeks at a time, the latter gets more interested and tells his wife about it. However, his wife is eyeing only the business aspect of such idea. Hence, he never mentioned his dream again. Then, Gerardo's wife dies. At last, he can fulfill his long-time dream, especially that Ambo has come again, with stories regarding newly obtained public land on a forest plateau, so the two of them planned to go to the forest. Before actually going to the planned trip, Gerardo Ate Terry is not so keen to the idea. She wants him to marry Peregrina, who will surely take him the minute he proposes. Ambo and Gerardo go to the hills, and it is among the foothills where they spend noon time. Gerardo is tired and sweaty, and he asks for water, which, according to Ambo, is 10 minutes away. They walk and walk, and along the way Gerardo experiences nature in a manner that is not that wonderful for him. Finally, they enter the dim forest. Gerardo is uncomfortable in his bed on a small branches of twigs. He cannot sleep that night. He thinks of his wife, not fondly though. He also thinks of God. He is oppressed by nostalgia. There is an eerie light in the forest, and Gerardo hears strange sounds that are caused by tree worms. Then he hears water from afar. All in all, he feels that he will never understand the forest. Gerardo goes home, first getting his house's key from his ate Terry. There he meets Peregrino, whom he tells, "Perig, as soon as I get these clothes off, I shall come to ask you a question that is very important to me." As he smiled eagerly but uncertainly into his face, he heard a jangling in his hand. He felt queerly that something was closing above his hand and that whoever was closing it was rotting the case.